Great morning. Great morning, everyone. Happy Labor Day. How y'all doing? As y'all jump on, drop y'all city and y'all state. Let us know where you are joining us from. Happy Labor Day. Happy Monday. Hello, everyone. Great morning, my heart and soul creations. Great morning, Melody. Detroit, Michigan. Great morning, peace and blessings. On TikTok, y'all drop y'all city and y'all state. Great morning, Susan from Columbia. Hello. Great morning. Let us know where y'all joining us from. It is Labor Day, and yes, we are not in the office. We are at home, but we still want to grace our presence with you guys this morning. How y'all doing out there? Y'all working? Y'all off? Hello from Texas City, Texas. No, I'm gonna get some water. Hello from McCormick, South Carolina. Hello, everyone. Y'all know we do this every Monday and Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it is a holiday, but you know what? We are still here. Fab Creation, you getting ready for work? Okay. Hampton, Georgia. Hello. Susan, you're working? Okay. Hopefully you have a smooth, quick day today. It'll go by fast for you. Divine Design, hello on TikTok. Yeah, y'all drop y'all city, y'all state. Let us know where you're joining us from this morning. We will get started shortly. So who's barbecuing? Anybody barbecuing today? It's pretty muggy here today in Columbia, but Eric said he's still gonna put some meat on the grill. So hopefully the rain holds up. It rained this morning, but it looks like it's gonna rain again, but we don't know. He still said he's gonna put some meat on the grill. Who's barbecuing? Anyone? My Heart and Soul Creations. Oh, you're in St. Louis. Okay. We have some business partners in St. Louis, Missouri. What y'all doing today? Shirts by Banks always pouring in Georgia too. Pouring in McCormick. Yeah. So we're close by. So your husband's gonna barbecue as well. My Heart and Soul Creations. Jamaica, you guys gonna put some on the grill too? Awesome. Yeah, it's just gonna be a small little something because it's just really Eric and I. But we have the grandbabies today, so we'll probably throw them some hot dogs on the grill. I only had that one. I think it's in my cup in the room. Oh, Jamaica, you're in Columbia. Okay. Guys, we're gonna get started in a little bit. Make sure they double tap on TikTok. Make sure y'all double tapping that screen on TikTok. Show us some love. Give us some likes. As y'all jumping on, show us some love. Tap that screen. Double tap, double tap. Let us know you're joining us from. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Show us some love, y'all. So this morning we're talking about your business is your best investment. We're going to have a slide deck. So if you are on TikTok, if you want to be able to see the slide deck, you want to slide over to our YouTube channel. That way you can see the slide deck. Tanya Johnson said hot dogs are too sick to eat after learning about hot dogs. Well, yeah. Yeah. I heard that about them too.
What?
About the hot dogs. Yeah. I still eat the chicken ones though.
Ooh, it's a lot of people, huh? Okay.
We got quite a few viewers.
All right. So, you introduce yourself, Eric?
No, I'm D, y'all.
And I'm Eric. And
I think most of them know who we are.
Look, so if it's your first time, if it's your first time on this broadcast, drop a number 1. If it's your first time,
maybe not.
If it's your first time seeing us, drop a number 1. I hope we don't have all returning people. We want returning people. We want new people too.
We want some new people.
See,
okay.
Some ones.
We have some.
It's your first time, drop a number 1.
All right.
If you have been here before, drop a number 2. We got some
ones on Facebook.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, hello. I am D.
I'm Eric. And we are the Blank Spot Sublimation Blanks and Supply Store located in Columbia, South Carolina. We also have a company that actually shows people how to build their own businesses. We like to say a more effective and more efficient way. It is called National Business Builders, and we focus on business building. We focus on business education, financial education, business funding, both traditional and non-traditional. We focus on a lot of things, all things business. And on every Monday and Friday, we jump on here at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we talk business, y'all. The reason why we talk business is because people really need to know. There's so many people starting businesses every day with not a clue of which way to go.
Right.
Now, how many of y'all, by a show of numbers, how many of y'all started a business and knew nothing about the numbers as it involves business? You knew nothing about numbers, because we talked about numbers. And this particular broadcast is going to continue on the number hack, knowing your numbers, right? So how many of you guys started business with no clue about how the numbers were going to affect you? If that's you, type in the number 5. If you knew nothing about numbers in your business as it regards to business, type in the number 5. Me is fine too. Me is fine too. If you knew nothing about numbers, type a number 5. Because numbers matter. And the thing about numbers is they don't lie.
They don't lie.
Okay. Got some 5s coming up. Okay.
Ooh, they don't lie, y'all.
I like y'all's transparency. I love y'all's transparency.
Yeah, we built a few businesses, so we know that numbers don't lie, y'all.
They matter. They really matter.
And they matter.
So
matter.
So now this is the last time on this side before we get started. By a show of hands or by a show of numbers, drop a number 3 if you think it's more important to sell. Business is about selling, right? That the majority of your business is about selling. Drop a number 3 if that's what you believe or if that's what you were taught. You got to get sales. I got to get sales. I need to see some 3s if that's how you feel. If you believe that sales are very, very important, and if I don't get the sale, I'm not successful. Somebody says no. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Drop a number 3 if that's how you believe or how you were taught or what you learned coming into business. It's going to be important, guys, as we come into this, knowing your numbers. Got a couple 3s out there, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Whether it's yes or no, doesn't matter.
Right.
You have to know your numbers. Mm-hmm. Yes, services. But we're not talking about services right now. Yeah. We're talking about numbers. Mm-hmm. But you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But we're talking about numbers right now. So we get this question all the time because we teach personal and business finances. What should we invest in? Mm-hmm. What should we invest in? And I've learned to understand that the best investment that anybody can ever make is the investment that they make in themselves.
Yep.
Why do I say that? Because your job invested in your time. Mm-hmm. But oftentimes we don't think that our time is as valuable as it actually is.
Right.
We go out there and we trade time for money, hours for dollars. Our job is investing in our time, but we're not investing in ourselves.
Yep.
So the best investment that anybody can make is in a home-based business. Mm-hmm. Home-based business. It's very strategic, and it's very important to understand that we're going to talk about strategies versus sales. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of people believe, unfortunately, that they can become a multi-millionaire or they can build wealth by selling, but you're not going to build wealth by selling. So to the new person, the person that's new to business, to the person that's brand spanking new in business, and they're all stressed out over sales, you better understand that you have to get your numbers together. You're right. Time is the only thing that we can't get back. We're going to be talking about strategies as business owners, whether you're new or you experienced and you think you already know.
Yeah.
If you do know, let this serve as a reminder. Let this serve as a reminder to you. The biggest thing is, great day, Shells.
Good morning.
The biggest thing is we stress over how many sales we've made. We understand that we're in business to make money, but we also should be in business to keep the money that we make.
Exactly.
And if we
make the bag, keep the bag.
Make the bag, keep the bag.
Okay.
So if we understand the strategies of how to, hey, we love you too. Thank you, team.
You,
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
If you understand the importance of keeping your money, you'll appreciate this. Once again, like Dee said, if you guys are on Tickety Talk, and you want to see these slides, you can slide over to YouTube now or later, because it'll be up for a limited time. We won't know, but it'll be up for the next couple of days at least.
Right.
Go over there and look at the slides so it can make sense, because I'm going to be talking about some numbers. We're talking about numbers this morning.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I apologize in advance because of the way that the slides are coming up. They're all there, but they're not lined up. So don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head, okay? So I'm going to share this and add this to the stream.
Great morning, Winter's Lounge. Hello.
First time viewer. All right, drop your city and state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Like, share, and tag. Definitely start sharing this and hit those like buttons so people can come in.
So I just have one thing to say. We're talking about your best investment, right? And a lot of people, when they would think about this, they always thinking about stock market or something like that, right? So we're not talking about that. Yeah. Just wanted to get that out of the way.
You're the stock market in this instance.
We're not right.
And if you see that logo, that's from our other business, National Business Builders. Okay, that is from our business, and our business information is coming from that side of our education. So feel free to slide over to National Business Builders and follow us on TikTok as well. But we're gonna have that at the end. But your best investment, like Dee said, when people think about investing, the first thing they think about is the stock market, or they think about real estate. Anybody disagree? When you think about investing, the first thing you think about is either the stock market or you may think about real estate. Okay, that's kind of where a lot of people are in their minds. I want to invest. I have some disposable income, or I want to make a lot of money really fast. Great day to you, Kim. Thanks for jumping on. Drop your city and state. I want to make a lot of money. I want to have a great turnaround. I want to have a great turnover. And the first thing I want to do is I want to invest into the stock market.
Right.
And for those that don't understand the stock market and they want to stay away from things like that, they say, you know what? I want to I want to invest in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not here to step on anybody who's a realtor's
Right.
toes,
Right.
but I'm going to tell you by the numbers what is the best investment and why it is the best investment.
Mm-hmm.
See, you have to start with understanding definitions like return on investment,
yeah.
ROR, excuse me, ROI,
Mm-hmm.
Rate of return,
yeah.
ROR,
Mm-hmm.
interest, the idea of understanding percentages.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that you have to understand. And I'm gonna run this to you right now. I'm not saying that real estate is not a great investment.
No.
First of all, we're not giving you any investment advice.
Nope.
That's not what we're doing. We're not giving you investment advice. That's our disclaimer. However, I want you to go by the numbers when you talk about return on investment or rate of return. I want you to understand, if you buy a property, if you purchase a property for $50,000, okay? Let's say you bought a house, small single family home, or you bought a townhouse, and you didn't have the cash to buy it. Whether you had the cash or not doesn't matter, but you didn't have the cash to buy it. So you financed that home. You financed that home. You had great credit. You financed that home at a low interest rate. Mm-hmm. Now that $50,000 home is costing you, I'll keep it simple math, $50,000. You got to pay it back. Mm-hmm. Simple math. We know interest is involved, but just simple math. And your monthly payment on that mortgage is going to be, I'll make it easy, $500 a month. That's how much you owe the bank. Mm-hmm. Over a course of 30 years, you can pay it off $500 a month. Well, at $500 a month, you're going to rent that property out at $1,000 a month. Mm-hmm. So simple math says that we're going to have $500 in profit. Mm-hmm. Well, we already know that that's not true because we have maintenance, we have fees, we have things that we have to consider when we're talking about that, okay? However, now I am getting $1,000 a month for that property. Mm-hmm. And I take all of that $1,000 and I put it back into that property to pay it off. That means the property can, simple math, I'll have enough money to pay that property off probably in about 10 years. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's say 10 years is going to take me to pay that property off. That means that I'm not going to cash flow until I own that property. Right. Right or right? Right. Drop a number 1 if y'all understand what I just said, if it makes sense, because I don't want to lose anybody.
And do you have that much time?
If you understand the simple scenario that I just explained, please drop a number 1. I'm not against real estate. Right. I believe real estate is awesome. They're not making any more property. Right. They're not making any more land. Okay. You can't make it. It's not going to happen. Right. So now, with that great idea that real estate is a great investment, it is. Mm-hmm. However, who do you know has the credit to go out and purchase another home in their personal name? Who do you know has the capital to do that? And then, like Dee said, do you have enough time? Do you have enough time to wait 10 years, 15 years before you actually start turning over a profit? Mm-hmm. Now
you have to consider all those things.
The rate of return, is a little bit slower. Mm-hmm. And then your ROR, the return on your investment, is a little bit slower. Mm-hmm. So it's going to take you 10 years before you start actually you get in the black. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're in the red right now. So this is why your home-based business is your number 1 investment. Now, if you look at the screen, and I'm going to take our picture off. If you look at the screen, I want you to see something, okay? We talk about strategies. We're always talking about strategies. And listen, the lines are, for those who can see the screen, the lines are adding up. So I have 7 lines. Don't worry about the columns, but the rows are adding up. So I apologize for that because, I have to fix this program that I'm using. However, the first strategy that we use, if you listen, we talked about correcting your W-4 if you have a job. Now imagine you correct your W-4. This is the first year in business. You have a home-based business. You're a smaller business owner. You're working a full-time job, and you're working your business part-time. The first thing we show you how to do with these strategies is to correctly fill out that W-4. You correct that W-4, and let's say you bring home $200 more per month. That is $2,400 per year. Now, the average person is going to be taxed at about 25%. So 25% of that $2,400 is going to go to taxes. Okay, so that means that you were paying out that money. You were actually paying out all that money, and you were getting back $600. So instead of you paying $1,800, overpaying in taxes, we just showed you how to take your money back, and now you got the $1,800 plus the $600, right? That's your money. So you just basically cash flowed. You cash flowed an easy $600 just by $600 more just by correcting your W-4. Okay. So now, let's say you decide to invest that money, whatever you decide to invest it in, whether it's a mutual fund, whether it's something that you set up for yourself through Elwood Jones, through T. Rowe Price or Fidelity, whatever it is you decide to invest in, you invest that $2,400 that you now have. You have all that money now. Now, the return on your investment at whatever percentage is going to give you is giving you $150. That's what your return is giving you. So the percentage that you're going to invest it is going to give you $150. So now you have the $600 plus now $150. Now let's say you have your business and it's running, and you understand record keeping, and you understand the things that you need to do for your business, and you have a tax deduction, a qualified tax deduction of $5,000. Okay, we're trying to use simple math. $5,000 is going to give you a 25% tax savings. Tax savings. Remember, money saved is money made. Now, you won't get the whole $5,000. You'll get 25% of that towards your taxes. So you just saved $1,250. That's 25% of $5,000. So you're adding up $600, $150, $1,250. You've saved so much so far. Now let's say you don't do that well in business the first year. You're just getting your feet wet. You're just getting grounded, and you don't do that well in business. See, this is why it's not as important to make a sale as it is to have a good strategy to keep the money that you're making. You only do $500 in business for that year. That's it. All you do is $500. If you add up the $500, the $1,250, the $150, and the $600, the first year your cash flow has increased by $2,500. Now, what is this thing cash flow that we're talking about? Cash flow is the money that you have left over after all your bills and expenses are paid. So before, you were probably $3,500 to $4,000 cash flow negative. That means that debt was occurring, the interest was occurring, all that stuff. Now we just showed you how a strategy can help you to shift $2,500 back into your household. Now, all of that money may not be cash in hand. Definitely the $600 extra is cash in hand. Definitely the interest from the $150 that was invested, that's cash accessible, not in hand, but it's accessible. And then the $500 of business income, that's cash in hand. See, most people only care about cash in hand.
Tangible, what you can see.
But the best,
it's not all about that. The
best savings is tax savings. That's the best savings. I neighbor out there walking. I did my walk already.
I see the person walking in the background.
so for those of you who can see the slide deck, does it make sense? Grand Rising says Sexy Mocha. Grand Rising Queen.
Morning, G Queen.
If this makes sense to the people who are seeing the slides, and I understand you may have to see it again. But if it makes sense, drop a number 2. Even if what I'm saying to you guys, if you can't even picture it, and that's why we let you know. Great to connect with you on TikTok. Great to lock arms with you guys on social media. But when we're doing this Mondays and Fridays, you jumping on YouTube and you can see these slides. So you're jumping on our Facebook page, you see these slides. You have actually cash flowed $2,500 just by using a strategy. You sucked in business. You couldn't get anybody to buy anything, barely, and you made $500. So people ask us all the time, well, do I have to make money in business to claim expenses? No. All you have to do is make an attempt to make a profit.
Exactly.
Now, here's the thing. ROI, return on investment. Here's your return on investment. Let's say that the first year of business, you invested to get your business started one time, and you invested $500 one time to get your business started. That may be your LLC.
Yep.
That may be your business expenses as far as your press, your shirts,
yep.
your logos, your business cards, all that stuff, and your poly mailers, whatever business you have. You may have a tea business or a herbal business.
Right.
Whatever it is, it took you only $500 to invest in your business one time, because that's all the time you count is the one time it took you to invest. But you cash flowed $2,500. I want you to understand something. You cash flowed $2,500. You're going to take that $2,500 and divide it by 500. Your return on your investment is 500%.
And that's just in your first year of using these strategies that we're talking about right now. Like we said earlier, yes, investing in real estate is good, but however, it's going to take a minute for you to get that return on your investment, right? With these strategies, you can get a return like this in the first year.
Almost immediately,
depending on your situation.
So who do you know has invested in something like the stock market and has gotten a 500% return on their investment? I'll wait. Anybody out there know somebody who has gotten a 500% return on their investment? I'll make it even simpler than that. It took me $5. It cost me $5 to start a business. As a matter of fact, it took me and my wife 1 year. It took us about $380 to start a business that year.
Yeah.
That one business has allowed us to cash flow close to $450,000 over a course of 6.5 years.
And you have to understand, like Eric said, you have to understand what that cash flow is. Okay, that's tax savings. That's when I was working, I was correcting my W-4 when I was on the job. All of that is your cash flow.
Business income, any type of deductions, investment income.
Yeah.
Anything that's going to help you to get more cash back into your household,
right,
back to your home. Then you can disseminate that cash wherever you want to disseminate it. Now I understand the people who are on TikTok, they can't see.
Right.
The people who are on YouTube and Facebook, you can see. And I understand that this may not be an exciting conversation. So if this ain't exciting, we can stop. We can stop talking about it right now. I'm not looking for a pat on the back. I just want to know if you guys understand. If you understand, drop a number 3 in the comments. If you understand so far, or if it's making some type of sense, please drop a number 3 in the comments. Great day, Heather. Thanks for jumping on.
Heather.
Heather's a new, she's a returning customer, a returning viewer. We're talking about cash flow.
Yeah.
We're talking about cash flow. And it may not sink in the first time.
Yeah.
We may have to hear it a couple of times.
Right.
But cash flow is the amount of money that we have left over after all of our expenses are paid. That means that if we have $100,000 a year in income, but we have $200 a year in business expenses, $200,000 a year in expenses, $100,000 in income, $200,000 in expenses. That means we only have 6 months worth of cash flow. That's half, right? And at 7 months, we're gonna be borrowing money.
It's gonna be negative.
However, if we have a $50,000 a year income, we have $100,000 a year income, and we have $25,000 in expenses.
Right.
We have 4 years worth of cash flow. That's why cash flow in that conversation is more important than income. That's why cash flow in that conversation is way more important than sales. Susan says, don't stop. This information I needed. Okay, so we talking. Okay, that's why it's important to understand that. So the first year, cash flow $2,500. Your return on your investment is 500%. Now you take that $1,800 that we talked about up top when we corrected that W-4. We got back $1,800 more, and you take that $2,500 that we cash flowed. Our total capital for that year is $4,300 in the first year of business. See, people are talking about how much they're selling. People are talking about, they're looking at their back office and showing it to you, talking about they got a 6-figure business, but they're not telling you how much they cash flowed. I want to talk about the cash flow.
Make the bag, keep the bag.
I don't want to talk about the cash. I want to talk about the cash flow. And that's important. So if you guys are just jumping on, I'm Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And we're the Sublimation Blanks and Supply Store. We are located in Columbia, South Carolina. We're also hosting this conversation right here from one of our businesses, National Business Builders, where we teach, educate, and explain to business owners and families, both business and personal financial education. This is why most business owners are not successful and they quit within the first 12 months.
Right.
Because they don't understand cash flow. Somebody's sitting at home right now with a bakery, Shell. Somebody's sitting at home right now with the bakery and they don't really understand their numbers. Understanding your numbers and understanding why you need to stay in business for that tax year so you can benefit from those tax savings, because once again, our biggest savings are tax savings. Taxes are our biggest expense. So of course, taxes are our biggest savings. I want y'all to understand that it's imperative that we understand that we can build a business just off of strategies. Of course, you got to have great products, you got to have great services, and you got to have something that other people want besides you.
But the strategies is what's going to help you to keep
the bag. So let's say, make the bag, keep the bag. Can y'all say that? Can y'all put that in the comments? Get the bag, keep the bag. We'll wait. Type in if you can. If you're not driving, you ain't supposed to be looking at this anyway. But if you understand this, let's type in get the bag, keep the bag. Get the bag, keep the bag. That's what we teach it. Get the bag, keep the bag.
That's it. Because too many of us get in the bag, but then
we're giving it right back to the IRS.
It's gone.
Or we're giving it to Gochi
and Cooch.
Get the bag, keep the bag. I love it.
Get the bag, keep the bag, y'all.
Great day to you. Great day to you.
Get the bag, keep the bag.
We want to keep the bag. And that's a great expression. I love it. You know, lots of people talk about getting the bag, getting to the bag. Guys, you already getting the bag. You're trading time for money, hours for dollars. But even without a business, you're not keeping the bag.
Right.
So your business is your best investment, and it's your biggest return on your investment. So here's the next slide. Year one, okay? Year one. This should be year 2. Hold on, let me make sure, because I'll be messing up. So yeah, this should be year 2. So I apologize once again for the slide. It should be year 2. So now, get the bag, keep the bag. So let's say the next year we have 5,000. No, actually, you know what? That was just an example. So now let's say we do a little bit better. Our actual year 1 is $5,000 in business income. With all the other stuff that we had, right? We knew all the other stuff. $5,000 we make in the business. Now that's kind of realistic. A new business can make $5,000 in revenue. Now, the first year of cash flow, they take that money, they invest it. They got the $2,500, right? They got the $1,200. Excuse me. They got the $600 from the tax savings. They got the $150 from the investments. We got the $1,250 from tax savings plus the $500. That means we've cash flowed the first year. We cash flowed $7,000. I'm gonna let y'all just look at this for a minute, okay?
Yeah. So this is just another example of someone in a year 1. The first example of year 1 was just someone that maybe was just now starting out. This example right here is just someone that, you know, maybe you're doing a little bit better in your year 1.
So Shell says, I think as being financial literate, it hurts. I know it has hurt me, personal and business. So we don't want you to be illiterate. I'm sorry. We don't want you to be financially illiterate, and I don't want you to be financially literate. I want you to be financially educated. And there's a reason why I keep saying financial education. And I'm going to keep on saying financial education until everybody else starts to say financial education.
Right.
I want you to understand, we say terms and repeat terms and terminologies because that's what we heard. So when we talk about financial literacy, that means that we can actually start to read statements. We can read words.
Right.
We know, but we don't understand because we're not educated.
Right.
To me, education is understanding how to properly apply that knowledge to our lives, both personally and professionally. So now when we become educated, we can now add that value to our lives. Remember, information is nothing more than piquing someone's interest to want to become educated. Once someone becomes educated, they can now learn how to properly apply that education to their lives. So somebody says, to keep track of this information, or to keep track of this, what can we use? We have software. We have software available. So what I want you to do is message us, Tangerine. All you have to do is message us. I'm not going to send you a whole portfolio of things to read. I'm going to just get straight to the point. You want to know how to keep track of this? I'll definitely send you what we use to keep track of ours. And also, well, actually, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you an appointment link. I'm going to send you an appointment link for a free 15-minute consultation. And during that consultation, I'll share with you what we use so I can explain it to you. I think the worst thing that happens is that when people ask for information, the person that has it gives it to them, and then without explaining it. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so anybody who reaches out to us via Messenger, I want you guys to send us an email address via Messenger and say, hey, this is what I want. And when I send you something back, I'm going to send you back our appointment calendar, and we can focus on what you asked for. Okay, so $7,000 of cash flow, the return on that investment. Remember, we only invested $500 one time. So if we take $7,000 and divide it by 500, that's a $1,400% return on our investment. Who do you know is getting 1,400% on their investments in the stock market right now? I'm not saying not to invest in the market.
Right.
I'm just saying that your business is your best investment. Okay. That's $8,800 of total capital. And for some people, it's just going to sound like numbers. That's why it's important that you connect with us on a personal level so we can explain to you what it is that you want. Will you guys be on Zoom again? I missed last Wednesday. Yes.
This Wednesday.
You can go to the same website. You can go to our link tree on this platform. I'm talking to people on TikTok. You can go to our link tree on TikTok, and you can register for Wednesday night's event. Okay? You can register for Wednesday night's event. So now let's say we do even better in business and we have a $25,000 business income year, $25,000. And we have all that previous cash flow from correcting our W-4, from investing, from tax savings. Okay. And now we have a total of $27,000 of net return on our investment. The $500 that we initially invested, it never changes. We invested that money in our business to get started. It never changes. And that's the same number that we're going to continue to use to understand what our return on investment is. So 10 years from now, when we have cash flow millions of dollars, we know that we started with $350 some dollars in business. Now, the net return on our investment is $27,000 divided by 500, which is 5,400%. That's 5,400% return on our investment. And that's a total of $28,800. Now, here's the deal. The reason why nobody talks about this is because, and I can't talk for everybody. I can't talk for everybody. When I say nobody, I mean business owners. The reason why many business owners don't talk about this is because they don't understand it. And I promise you this, y'all, you can't explain what you don't understand.
That's right.
See, I want you guys not to just get into business. I want you to stay in business.
Stay in business. Keep the bag.
Keep the bag. Get the bag. Keep the bag. These strategies have helped us as we started off in our smaller home-based business. And that same $350 investment that won on one business, we increased our cash flow. We took the cash that we had and we invested it in other businesses. So now, what I want y'all to understand, and I want y'all to type this. If you're with us right now, I want you to type in cash, asset, cash. Cash, asset, cash. And I'm going to explain to you what that means. For those who don't know, type in cash, asset, cash. If y'all just joining us, this is Eric.
And I'm Dio.
And we're coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. We are the Blank Spot Sublimation Blanks and Supply Store. We come on here every Monday and Friday talking about business ship.
Business ship.
Business ship. Right?
Yep.
And
we also talk about personal finances as well.
Personal finances as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we do this every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Cash, asset, cash. If y'all want to know, I need y'all to type in, and I need about 10 more people to type in cash, asset, cash. We got at least 31 people on this call, and we probably got about another 12 on this other call. So we got about close to 50 people. I know the math ain't math. It's like 42 people on here, right? Cash, asset, cash. Help me out. And double tap over here on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Cash, asset, cash. That shirt looks great. Yeah.
We washed it a couple of 3 times. We washed it.
3 times it's been washed.
And it is still vibrant. We are excited about this new process, y'all.
Cash, asset, cash. I need a couple more people to type it. I just want to know that you're with us, okay? I want to know that you're with us. Because what we just explained to you is why your business is your number one asset. Okay? Cash, asset, cash. I'm not going to move, guys. I know it's hard. I know y'all probably doing other things as well. Have I frozen?
Did we freeze on TikTok?
Did I freeze on TikTok?
No, I just saw something coming.
Yeah, I think. Okay. So,
all right, y'all.
This is what I want y'all to think about. Cash, asset, cash. I want you to take some cash.
Mm-hmm.
Take some cash. Go ahead and buy or build an asset. Create or make more cash.
Mm-hmm.
And then do it again.
Yep.
So, get some cash. We took $350 over the course of a year. That's how much we invested. And we built an asset, a business.
Mm-hmm.
It can be an investment. It can be real estate. It can be whatever you want to. Then I want you to make some cash from that. Don't spend that cash.
Right.
Take some cash, build, buy, create an asset. Could be a digital asset.
Mm-hmm.
Take some cash, get an asset that's going to make you more cash. And then take that cash. That's what we did. We started another business.
Yep.
Another asset. And then we took that, and from that asset, we got more cash.
Yep.
From that cash, we started another business.
Yep.
Now, mind you, we were working those businesses, and those businesses were paying us. They were working for themselves. They were actually making money.
Yeah.
And we kept doing that. And you do that as many times as you want to. But I recommend you do it at least 3 to 4 times. Because that's going to create you a passive type of income. Cash, asset, cash. Great day to you, Miss Kim. Okay, Latrice, I got you. I know you got to be on that JOB. Okay, so big boy.
Hello, big boy.
That shirt does look good. What kind of material is that? Now come on, big boy.
Look,
come on now.
This is the new
this is our
this is gonna be a new product for the blank spot.
This is an eco
solvent.
It's eco solvent.
We're gonna be supplying the ink.
So y'all, I want y'all to understand as we're coming on here talking about business this morning, and that your business is your number one asset. A lot of people don't understand that. They get into business and they quit right away. They get into business because they're not making money, but they don't give themselves enough time to take advantage of the benefits of being a business owner.
Right.
As a business owner, the government allows you to write off the business expenses. That means that you have to attempt to make a profit. That's number one. That's the IRS says. You got to attempt to make a profit. While attempting to make a profit, you need to record your expenses. Whatever software you decide to use to record your expenses, it needs to be some type of audit proof software.
That's right.
That means it's going to ask you the right questions so you can provide the right information. Often, too many times, business owners get started in business. They're not keeping receipts. They're not keeping track of their expenses.
Nope.
So when they don't make money in business or they don't make a lot of sales in business, they are not able to take advantage of the tax savings that are afforded to us by the IRS.
And
big business and small.
You're throwing money out of the window every day. If you are not tracking the expenses and things that you're using for your business, just go outside right now. Just throw $20 out of the window every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Just throw it out the window.
Matter of fact, to make it more effective, take a ride, roll your window down.
Yeah.
And just start letting them 20s
start throwing 20s out. Just throw them out. Because that's what you're doing when you're not keeping good records and when you're not, taking advantage of these different things that they say we can do. This is not DNR telling you this. This is the IRS.gov. Okay? Why not? It's available. So take advantage of it.
So there's a lot of people out there making money in their businesses. I have no doubt that there's not a lot of people making money in their businesses. My question is, how much are y'all keeping?
Right.
That's my question. And if you're not keeping the amount of money, see, most people do their best in business. Most people do their best to save money. Business owners should not be trying to save money. That's a consumer mindset. Mm-hmm. Business owners should be doing their best to make better business decisions, better financial decisions, so they can invest that money back into their business so that business can make more money. Right. Remember, as an employee, you work, you get taxed, and then you get paid. As a business owner, your business is going to work, your business is going to pay itself and pay all its expenses, and then you're going to get taxed
on what's left over.
So it's best that we understand this strategy and understand how to make better financial choices for our business. Understand this. Without an understanding of personal financial education, we're going to take that same personality, that same habit, those same not so great decision making over to a business. And we're going to start making money in business. I don't doubt it. Right. I believe that you're going to be successful as far as in the area of making sales and making money in business. But we're talking about getting the bag
and keeping the bag. Get the bag, keep the bag.
So these are the strategies that we teach you and share with you for those who want to know on how to keep the bag.
Right.
For those of you who just jumping on, we were talking about your business being your best investment. Better as a return on your investment, better as a rate of return, better as tax savings, better as investment education, better than anything else. Now, when you start talking about things like real estate, you start talking about things like flipping cars, you start talking about things like investing in the market, you start talking about things like digital coins.
Right.
Those things are great. That's an option. Not saying not to get into that. And you may get a larger return, okay? You may get a larger return. However, what you won't experience is the percentage of the return.
Right.
If I have $1 and I go out there and I turn that dollar into 10, that's how much? That's 1,000%.
1,000% return.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Now, if I do that 100 times, I made a lot of money. Susan said, I want the bag and keep that bag.
That's right.
Well, Susan, if you're interested and you want to set up an appointment, if you want to set up a free consultation, just message us. If you don't need to, that's fine. If you don't want to, that's fine. Message us I think you're on our Facebook business page. You can message us there, and we'll you can send an email. You can send an email, and we will set up an appointment with you. Send you our calendar, and we'll sit down and talk to you because it should be personal. There is no one size fits all in anybody's personal or business finances.
Right. Everybody's situation is different.
Everyone's situation is different.
Yeah.
So we open for questions or comments.
So yes, we are open for questions and comments. On Wednesday, we will have another webinar on Zoom. What are we talking about on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, we're going to talk about the same 5 strategies that you probably missed. We're going to talk about strategies on how to live a recession-proof life.
Yeah.
If you have a job,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to discuss, not go into detail. We're going to discuss the W-4. And we're going to tell you where you can go to correctly fill out your W-4.
Correctly fill it out, adjust it based on a business. We're going to be talking about that, talking about it more in depth on Wednesday. If you're on TikTok, you can go to the bio. And the second link is going to be, you'll see the link in order to register. Don't only RSVP, you have to actually register for the event. So it may say RSVP, but you still have to go to the website, scroll down, and then register. That means you have to put in your information. Okay. It is a free webinar.
Wednesdays, okay. And this is where we're changing. And I, don't get bent out of shape. Wednesdays are always going to be free.
Yeah.
Wednesdays are always going to be free, and we're going to give you some nuggets on Wednesdays. You may need to hear the same information over and over again, but Saturdays, Wednesday, at the end of that informational share, we're going to give you an opportunity to get some of those services and products.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's individually catered toward you.
Individually catered towards you, and then that Saturday, we're going to have an in-depth training. So Saturday, if you don't want to get those services, or if you don't want to invest in your business, then Saturday you can come back on Saturday, but that Saturday is going to be a paid class.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wednesdays are always going to be free, and I'm gonna be real with you. Suck up as much free information as you can. Get as much free as you can. But Saturdays from now on, Saturdays are going to be paid because we're going to be focusing on our members and our business associates that have invested in themselves, because we're going to be giving free coaching with that small membership, that small investment that you make into your business and yourself. We're going to be giving you free coaching. So you're probably saying, well, y'all already coaching us for free. Yeah, this is on the surface, guys. You need the tools.
Yeah.
You need the right financial tools to make sure your business is running proficiently and effectively. So that's what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
For
those of you on Facebook, YouTube, you guys are going to have to go to the website, nationalbb.net. Nationalbb.net. Once you get there, Eric is going to type it in the comments. Once you get there, you will see the event. Like I said, don't only RSVP. You're going to have to make sure that you register for the Zoom session on Wednesday. Okay. So don't just RSVP. Make sure you scroll down and register for the Zoom.
So remember, Wednesdays are free. Saturdays are paid. The only time Saturdays are not going to be free is if you decide to get a membership on Wednesday. Okay? And that's how it's going to be.
You gotta have the front page, right?
Yes. So when you go, sorry about that /. Don't worry about the /. It's going to be nationalbb.net/events. That is our business building company, National Business Builders. Okay. Okay. Kim says she just signed up. So
and registered, right?
And registered. Right. And now you're going to get an email.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to get an email. I want you to, when you go into your email, guys, and this was a big confusion the last time, whatever training you signed up for at that time, the name of the training, the title of the training is going to pop up in your email. I had to go back and look. So it's going to say W-4. Okay. However, as an added, I'm going to take everybody's email that registered, and I'm going to go and I'm going to email you guys from our Gmail.
Yeah.
I'm going to email you from our Gmail that link to once you register, sign up as a backup.
Yeah.
Great day.
Good morning, Shakia, Silaholics Anonymous in the house. HSE 365. You say you missed it. Well, you know you can go back and watch.
Yeah, go back to the YouTube and check it out. Okay, Shell, I'm gonna address this. Shell said I was just finna ask about the W-4. I'm gonna read it how y'all say it. So you were just getting ready to ask about W-4. Of course, a lot of people don't know the W-4 is a form that you get when you have a job. You are supposed to tell your company how much money to take out of your check in federal taxes. It's a federal tax form.
Right.
We don't educate on state tax forms.
No.
We only educate on federal tax forms. If that form is properly filled out, then you will not overpay taxes.
Right.
If that form is improperly filled out, you are most likely to receive what's known as a refund.
Mm-hmm.
A refund, ladies and gentlemen, is just you overpaying taxes and you getting your money back.
It's you getting your money back.
So that means that you've gone to a restaurant and your bill is $50, and you said, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna give you $100. Keep the money,
Keep the change,
and I'll come back in 14 months.
I'll come back at the end of the year to get it.
Yeah, keep the money.
You just go ahead and do whatever you want to do with it."
So we're gonna discuss that. We're gonna do an overview. The overview is going to give you an idea of where you can go.
Yeah.
Now, if you become a member on that Wednesday, you're invited back for free.
Yep.
We're going to give you free link, free access, because you're a member, and we're going to take care of our members, and you've invested in your business, and we're now going to show you step by step how to accomplish that goal.
Right.
And we're going to do that every Saturday.
Yep.
Until we say, if we have a time off or a break or whatever, we're going to do that every Saturday. And what happens is now you're getting trained pretty much for that membership price.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you decide that you don't want the membership, or you just, you don't want to do what we're doing,
mm-hmm.
that's fine. It's going to be $39.95.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you'll still get the information. But
right.
we can't continue to give all of the answers out for free.
Mm-hmm.
We can continue to educate you, and you're going to have enough information to go out there and get it on your own.
Right. Right.
Questions or comments, anyone? We are so excited. Great day, Amelia.
Again, those of you on TikTok, you can go to the bio. The second link in the bio is gonna go to the National Business Builders website, where you can not just RSVP. You're gonna have to scroll down to register for the Zoom event on Wednesday. Okay. For those of you on Facebook and YouTube, nationalbb.net/events. That's where you're going to not only RSVP, but you are going to register for the Zoom event on Wednesday. The Wednesday event is a free event. It's going to be happening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I don't know if you were talking to Tex. I don't know if you were talking to Tex, Amelia, but you're going to have to clean it up just a tad bit. The only thing I got is license to sell tumbler t-shirts. And what city are you in? Do I need license to sell? What state are you in?
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm so late. Let me go see what I need to register. Georgia. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to the Georgia Secretary of State website. I want you to go to the Georgia Secretary of State website.
Mm-hmm.
They may not require you to have an LLC, okay? Because an LLC and a license are two different things. An LLC is a limited liability company or corporation. That's an agreement between you and the Secretary of State.
Mm-hmm.
A license, i.e. a business license,
right.
or a retail license, is what's most likely going to be needed
mm-hmm.
to sell your tumblers or your t-shirts.
Right.
The state of South Carolina says that we have to have a retail license in order to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So go to the Secretary of State, or you can Google that. Do I need a license in my state to sell crafts or whatever? Right. And then that'll help you out. So the Facebook user can't see your name. You can go back to the YouTube channel and watch this. But we are talking about the W4 on Wednesday. Free class. Go to nationalbb.net/events, and you can go register there, or you can go to our link tree, because the link tree is on Facebook as well. You can go to the link tree. It's going to be the second link, and you register there. You're welcome. Amelia, you're welcome. And see, so a lot of people think that hey Linda, what's
Linda.
up? So Linda, another class on Wednesday. You already know where to go. A lot of people think that a business license and an LLC is the same thing, and it's not. It's not. And this is not to correct anybody, just to clear some things up, because a lot of people think that.
Yeah, because you could be a sole proprietor and need a business license to do what you're doing in your city. So
city, state, yeah.
or
So
state, yeah.
everything's governed by your state and local government.
State and local government. Yeah.
Any more questions, comments?
Anita says, I've been looking for someone that's doing business education for the last year or longer. You're welcome, Tanita.
Well, thank you. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
I'm glad you found us, because I'm glad we found you. You're welcome, Lawana. Hey, and like I said, it's nothing. Hopefully, when we say things, I want y'all to correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not to step on toes. It's just so we can be clear about things.
Yeah, we always say trust but verify.
Trust but verify.
Always do your own research. Even though we're telling you what we're telling you, you want to do your own research as well.
Because there's a lot of misinformation out there. If you're on YouTube, click the link tree, recession link. It's gonna take you right to the. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Appreciate it. Selena, the dentist. First time here. What is it all about? You're going to be able to watch the full YouTube.
Yeah.
After we shut this thing down and it does its processing.
Right.
But we are talking about your business being your number one asset. Understanding number one investment and your number one asset. So number one investment. Mm-hmm. And we talked about return on your investment. That's ROI. And we talked about rate of return, ROR, and why your business and tax savings are going to be the best way for new business owners to get some leverage and get some footing when you're even not having any sales. I don't want you guys to get discouraged. We don't want you guys to get discouraged because, nobody's buying from me. I hear that all. You hear that a lot?
All the time.
Nobody will buy my stuff. I'm not getting any sales. Well, make sure you continue to attempt to make a profit. Yeah. By operating a business, make sure you take great records. Record keeping is important. And at tax time, you now have the ability to deduct your expenses. Yeah. And you can now lower your taxable income. Tax savings are the best savings, guys. I'm telling you. There's 97 different taxes out there. We may not get access or credit for all of them, but there's a lot of taxes out there. Right. It's Labor Day, y'all. What are y'all doing?
Listen, and again, we want y'all to get the bag and keep the bag. Okay? Get the bag, keep the bag.
And that's what we're educating on. And I got to stop saying teaching, because you can't teach anybody anything they don't want to learn. But like Tanita said, she's been looking for somebody that's doing what we're doing for a long time. Well, if you guys are excited and interested in what we're doing, if you're getting some value, make sure you stay locked in, because we're going to be doing this for the rest of the time we're in business, as much as we can, every Monday and Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. CeeLo, what's going on? How you doing? Thanks for jumping on.
Hello.
It's important that we stay consistent. You never know who you may connect with. Anywhere. It's very, very important. You locked in, cool beans. So if you want to know what's going on, I think we got about 80 seats. I think I set up about 80 seats. It may be 50. I don't know. Yeah, but get your seats. It's going to be taking place. The class is going to take place on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be late for us, so gives you opportunity to feed the kids, take care of the spouse, right? Kind of do some unwinding and get it together.
Selena, make sure you subscribe, Selena, so you can get this information and continue to watch. We have playlists that you can go back and watch. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. She said, I need some guidance on opening a business. Okay, so
message us.
You can message us, and we can give you a free consultation. And yes, what type of business are you trying to open? Any more questions, guys? It is 10:05. What questions do you guys have? So those of you on TikTok, you can go back. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see the slides that we had on today. You can go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and you'll be able to see the slides that we presented today. All right.
Got some questions on here. She says, like online. Okay. Got to be a little bit more specific, young lady. Tabitha. You want to do that one? What's the difference between sublimation and screen print transfers? You want that one? That's a question.
I know.
Okay, so both of them are transfers.
So you're very new. So both of them are okay. So sublimation is dye ink transfer onto whatever substrate you have. It's ink.
That's sublimation. A screen print transfer, depending on what type of setup it is.
Right.
But a screen print transfer is more of a thicker ink.
It's a thicker ink. It's not
a different type of ink.
Yeah.
And the ink is going to be so thick to almost where it kind of feels like a vinyl.
Yeah, you can feel it on the shirt. With sublimation, you don't feel the whatever the image or whatever it is on the shirt because it's embedded.
The ink binds with the fabric.
The fabric into whatever substrate. Like this is a sublimation tumbler. So that ink is inside of there. That's sublimation. With the screen print transfers, you're still going to feel, because the ink is so thick, you're still going to feel that onto the shirt.
Screen print transfers can be on any type of surface, pretty much any type of fabric.
Yeah.
Sublimation is recommended that you have 100% polyester.
Polycoated.
What's easier for shirts? It depends on the color.
Depends on what you're trying to do.
Sublimation is only lighter color shirts.
Polyester.
So I would recommend like white shirts.
65% polyester.
Yeah. The better, the higher the polyester count, the better. Screen print or other types of transfers are better for darker colors, especially if it's a full color. Yeah. This right here,
like this is eco solvent transfer, right? So it's a specific ink that's printed onto a specific type of vinyl, and then it is transferred onto. It could be 100% cotton shirt. It could be a 50 cotton, 50 polyester. So there's different types of processes that you can go with. You just have to know what your market is and what your customers are looking for.
How can I get into creating my own designs?
You can follow.
Hold on.
You can follow Shaquille Lavelle, HS Ink 365. She is the master of designing and helping you to bring out your creativity.
On YouTube.
Follow her on YouTube. Also, Stillaholics Anonymous on YouTube. Okay.
Watching from Maine. Okay. That's a ways up. That's like all the way up. And we're all the way down in South Carolina.
And she's also on TikTok as well, HSA365, and you should be able to get to the YouTube from there. So follow her. Stillaholics Anonymous, HS Ink 365.
So Lena never came back with what type of business. She said like online. Say that one more time. We actually. So check your.
Eric is going to
reply. I just sent you a message, so I'm replying to your message. HS Ink 365. 365, I'm sorry. $365 and Stillaholics. 1 second. SILAHOLICS space anonymous. Selena says t-shirts.
Okay. Well, Selena, we can definitely help you out with that. Like I just explained, there's several different ways that you can start a t-shirt business. You just have to know which way you want to go. And if you inbox us, we'll be able to give you a 15-minute consultation to kind of help you out with that if you like.
So, Selena's, here you go.
So I suggest that you kind of do your research on the different types of, processes for t-shirts first, because there are several. There's several different processes that you can go with.
Here's our business email to this particular business where we're going to be talking to you. Okay.
Any other questions?
Wrapping this thing up, y'all. Wrapping this thing up. Got to go pack some packages.
You going to the store?
For a little while. Going in.
All right, y'all. She said, okay. All right.
It's been a plum pleasing pleasure. I always want to say
yes. That. Plum pleasing pleasure. Say that fast.
3 times. So, yeah. Hopefully y'all got some value out of what we shared today. Go back to the YouTube, check it out. Hopefully it makes some sense. Look at the numbers. What's the name for her designs? Not sure what that means. She gives classes. She gives classes.
She has her academy where she
has an academy.
She'll teach you how to create designs. Her specialty is Silhouette Studio.
But she's very well rounded.
She's well rounded in a bunch of other different programs as well. But her specialty is Silhouette Studio. I learned everything that I know from Silhouette Studio from her. 7 years of learning.
I'm replying to these people, these business owners. I do not want people to think that I am just talking and leaving. Her name is Shakia Lavelle, but you want to know her business. Her business is right here. Just hit you with her business name.
HS Inc. 365.
Okay. HS Inc. 65. I should have did an @ huh? Let me do the @ I think that's gonna help out. Mm-hmm. Hope that helps. Can you recommend the best heat press for screen print transfers? Heat Press Nation. Go to Heat Press Nation for the best. Of course,
you can get a heat press really from
anywhere.
Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I started out getting one from Amazon.
Well, I mean, she wants the best.
But if you want the best, then I would suggest Heat Press Nation. They have some really great heat presses.
I wouldn't go with name brand though. The best doesn't necessarily mean name brand.
Right.
Do you read the reviews? Read the reviews on the heat presses.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta just stay away from just because it's a nice name brand, it's nice and expensive. You gotta look at your budget as well.
I mean, we have heat press on our website.
Yeah.
You know, the Blank Spot heat press. So.
Rookie just learned. Okay, yeah. Don't necessarily go with the name. Tabitha, make sure you follow us. Make sure you're following us. Okay. We're going to be able to give you some information. You can hit us up in our messenger. We can go back and forth with that as well. But yeah, the name, I wouldn't really go with a name. You don't have to buy the most expensive one.
Mm-mm.
You want to buy a good one.
Yeah.
Heat presses, like anything else, can go out. The heating elements can go out.
Yeah.
Just be mindful of your budget. And this is for everybody.
Yes.
Be mindful of your budget. If you're just starting off, don't go out there and try to spend a whole bunch of money. If you don't have a clamshell heat press, you need to get you one. If you're only messing with an easy press, I'm not going to say to throw it away.
You're going to be limited.
But you're limited
as to what you can do and how things are going to turn out if you're doing sublimation. Now, if you're doing heat transfer vinyl, then that's something different, because that you can pretty much use.
You can get away with that.
Easy press for that because you don't need as much pressure when you're doing vinyl.
Yes, a clamshell.
Clamshell, yes.
Clamshell,
swing out,
whatever. It's going to pop down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bunnies, baby. So yeah. What else? Last, we got one more. Got time for one more question or comment.
What else y'all got before we get out of here?
You're welcome. Check out our website, guys. We have a sale going on.
Oh yeah, we got Labor Day sale going on. Today is the last day, y'all. 15% off the entire website except for the machines. The machines are 10% off. For the website, it is an automatic code. Once you hit $40, okay, it's going to take off the 15%.
$40 before taxes. Don't be trying to slide in there talking about I got $40 and it didn't work.
Theblankspot.com, or go to the link tree and you'll see the website.
How long
did the Amazon press last? I still have them. It's 2 of them, and I still have them to this day. And now I've had them
about
6 years now. About 6 years.
I mean,
it's just about the right vendor. It's not Amazon. It's the vendors on Amazon.
Yeah,
that's a totally different conversation. It's different vendors on there.
Sweets and blanks. We got a pricing class. It's $9.99. It's $9.99. Go to our academy, theblankspot.com/collections academy, something like that, and you'll see a class for $9.99 that'll explain pricing.
When did I decide to change from my Amazon press? When we decided to invest in our own press for the store.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was still using it. Our son, he's at college right now. He's still using one of our Amazon press, one of the press that we got from Amazon. So that's the only reason that I decided to use a different ones, because we were branding our own. You just have to read the reviews and things when it comes to the vendors on Amazon. It's not Amazon. Amazon is just a place where people go to. It's a marketplace. They just go there to sell their items.
Yeah, you're not buying from Amazon.
You're not buying from Amazon. You're buying from whoever that vendor is on Amazon.
And that's how people get messed up.
Okay.
They're thinking that they're buying from Amazon.
Right. So just make sure that you are reading the reviews and everything when it comes to making your purchase from Amazon. Okay. But yes, I have 2 from Amazon, and they work well. They're still working to this day. Actually, 3. I think it's 3.
The third one came
I have 3 from Amazon. Yeah.
Oh, 2 15s and a 16,
2 15s and then a 16 by 24. You're welcome. Yeah. All right, guys. So it's 10:18. So we've been on here for a little while now.
Y'all D an introvert. She ain't trying to be on here that long. I'll be on here for hours at a time. Don't matter to me.
I'll be like, look, peace out.
Yeah, I'll be on here, man.
Well, I gotta go check on the grandbabies. They've been pretty good so far.
They up there being quiet. They doing something.
They're being quiet right now, so I probably need to go see what they're doing upstairs.
Over there, up in there rearranging.
I cut their favorite show on, so that's probably why they hadn't been bothering us too much.
Yeah, they'll be rearranging furniture. Now check it out though. Seriously, you gotta do your research. You gotta read reviews. Just because Dee got, I ain't gonna say lucky, but she made some great choices. The whole idea behind the heat press is she could have picked a bad vendor, and could have gotten a bad heat press.
Yeah.
But it's about the vendors that are on there selling.
It's about the vendors. Yeah, it's about the vendors.
Yeah, the longer we're on, the more people we'll reach. That's why I'll be asking y'all to hit the like buttons. Hit double tap the screen. If you feel like you're getting some value, she slides out. I stay on for another 15 minutes.
Tanita, that's your problem too, girl. Look, I had to become a what do they call it? A situational extrovert, right? Because I know that we need to do this, and this is what's growing our business. So I'm on here, but I am an introvert.
So check it out. Do y'all know why I started getting involved with making things? I started getting involved with making things because I wanted to take the pressure off of her with always presenting and making things. Mm-hmm. So I figured that if I could start making things, it would free up more time for her to work on the other parts of our business. Mm-hmm. As I begin to get comfortable making things, then what happens is she has more time to do other things. Now it's a trade-off.
Yeah. I
know that she's not an extroverted type personality. I know that. So the trade-off is, hey, you come on here and you do some sit-down time because people need to see you behind this business. And now we know it's a trade-off. So she is a situational extrovert, and it is a challenge for her to it is a challenge for her to get out there and share the information. But I was like, hey, listen, I need some video.
Well, he's a talker, so he'll talk to y'all all day.
I never met a stranger.
Listen, he'll get on here and talk to y'all all day.
I never met a stranger though.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there trying to figure out what to say.
Well, it just so if you think about it, right? If you think about it, because we had a guy, one of our friends, he said, how do you get on social media and just start talking? I said, well, people talking back. They're not, we can't hear their voice, but they're talking back.
Yeah.
So, once you start learning how social media works, once you start interacting and engaging with people on social media, it becomes a lot easier. People want the engagement. Remember, y'all, we've been in an epidemic for years. We've been in an epidemic for years. So, I'll be watching you guys on YouTube since I'm at work. Missing so much. Hey, I'm glad you're gonna watch it. But people been in this state for years, and they don't have that interaction. Remember, we're human. Yeah. Human nature is to have interaction. Yeah. So
and what I learned, what Eric always tell people, is that you don't have to show, like, as far as the whole getting on social media and doing videos, you don't have to show your face.
Yeah.
Just show what you're doing. If you're making a tumbler, if you're making a shirt, just show that part of it. You don't have to show yourself. That's content. And these days, guys, content is everything as far as growing your business and getting your product or service out there. Content is everything.
So if you're serious about building your business, as I know a lot of people are, but they're just not confident in sharing content or knowing what to share or where to go, where to get started, then I strongly encourage that you start with, hey, how are you? My name is. The name of my business is. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I did X, Y, and Z. Turn that camera immediately to your hands on the project that you're working on, and that's your content. Everything is content. YouTube, utilize it. Guys, TikTok is doing their best to compete with YouTube. And they're talking about how the watch hours on TikTok are much higher than YouTube because they're giving us opportunities to do more content. 10 minutes of video. That's a lot. Do you know I can do a whole tumbler in 10 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
I can explain it instructional step by step from start to finish in 10 minutes. So take advantage of that. And if you guys cannot go live right now, don't worry about it. The more content you share, I'm talking about pure content that people want to understand and have, be involved with. The more content you share, the more people that you will attract. And the more people that you attract, the more your page will grow.
Absolutely.
And the more people will be looking for you. But you have to start, and then you have to
be consistent. Consistency is the key.
Consistency is key.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here because I hear the small one.
Yeah, he probably making his way down the steps.
I think he's coming down, so I need to go see what's going on with him. So it's been great, y'all. I am D from the Blank Spot.
I'm Eric. Yeah.
We'll be back. Well, we'll be back before Friday, but in this setting, talking about business, we'll be back on Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Talk to y'all later.
I'm gonna hang out with her for a little while.
All
right, guys. So let's see. Tabitha says I've been watching in silence, and today I decided I'm going to ask a question. Well, Tabitha, how long have you been stalking us? That's something, y'all. We love you too, and we love the support. We appreciate it. You just got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to get out of your comfort zone. If not, Tabitha said she's been stalking us for weeks.
Oh wow.
But that's cool,
right,
Tabitha. That's cool. At least we know. And see, here's the thing. This is the thing about support. We would much rather you support us this way. We'd love for you to do business with us as far as purchasing something. That's cool. That'll happen in time if it happens. But we would love for you to support us by liking our stuff, by following us, by sharing what we do, if it makes sense or adds value. It's all that. All that makes sense, okay? All that makes sense. So, guys, all of you that are on YouTube and Facebook, we're going to go ahead and end this call. I'm going to hang out with TikTok for a while. But my name is Eric. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Like, share, tag, and subscribe. And we'll be on the lookout for you guys. Have a great day and be safe.